All right, guys, I think we're back. Not sure if I have sound or not. We'll find out. If anyone gets on here, you guys can let me know if there's sound. No idea what was going on. I don't know. YouTube's been weird. I've been trying to upload videos today, and for some reason, it's real glitchy and taking a long time. So I'm not quite sure. Cool. All right. Well, I just checked their sound. Okay, so we're finally live. Thank God. Cool. Well, what a night it's been, huh? Finally live. Welcome to the channel, guys. Thanks for joining us. It's Mondays with Mike. Glad I could get it to work. I have no idea what happened with that sound. Everything was fine. I think it was when I actually set the video to be posted to go live. I think there was a glitch on YouTube or something. So, honestly, not a lot of people are having issues with the 11th gen, to be honest, as far as engine stuff, really. So, I mean, that's the good thing. I haven't really seen a lot of head bolts stretching like the 10th gens. I mean, you still should do them regardless, but yeah. So, I mean, that's always a good thing. Man, I'm just so irritated right now. During this whole fiasco, there's a guy that ordered, of course, from Canada. It's always got to be Canada. And we have a lot of good Canadian customers, but I'm telling you, I'm getting close to not selling to Canada at all. This guy ordered the exhaust yesterday, and it's already been picked up by FedEx today because there's no shipping on the weekends. And he writes me and says, "Hey, I want to cancel my exhaust that I ordered." And I said, "Well, I can't. It already got picked up. We're sending you tracking at end of day." Then he writes me back saying how his cousin stole his credit card to order this exhaust. And he has no idea what's going on and wants a refund immediately. And I said, "Well, you can ship it back to us and we'll give you a refund and just check out our policies." And the next thing, I get a PayPal claim. So now this guy has now cost me probably $150 in fees because he is a whiny fucking bitch. I'll say it right now. Sorry, you guys get to see me in my full light. I just don't understand people and how parents have done such a bad job raising kids these days, that you just immediately get in a bad mood and you go file a claim for no reason because you probably decided to change your mind on what exhaust you want. Instead of being a grown-up, you go ahead and file a claim. Anyways, I'll just fight it anyways because he hasn't obviously read the terms and conditions that he agreed to. So anyways, that's my rant for the day, or maybe one of. Cool, man. I can't wait to see the inlet pipe look really sick. And I can't wait to actually, hear it with the maths hooked up and running properly. That'll be cool. Going to be some good times coming up, that's for sure. Speaking of fab, our 11th gen Civic's actually off to fabrication, so that'll be getting done. And we can finally tease you guys with some good photos. And yeah, so we'll see, guys. It's going to be a good time, and it's going to be a good year, I think. Business this month is, I don't even know what's going on and where people are getting their money, but this June has been insanely busy, which I am so blessed and thankful for. And man, I pray every night. You guys have no idea when it comes to work, just how scary, life is, when you try to, own a house and have cars and have debts, and you have just this business that you created, and you're always, working your butt off to try and keep things going. So thank you to everyone that's ordered this month. Okay, so new RV6. Thank you for bringing that up. Actually, I actually was going to bring this up anyways because the well, I don't know if you guys saw on Facebook. We'll start there. So, in the FL5 groups, we have someone called Aston Martin, who goes under a couple different aliases in the 10th gen community and extremely hated by a lot of people. And so, anyways, he posted pictures from RV6. So RV6 we are a dealer of RV6. Any pictures that RV6 put out, we're pretty much entitled to share, obviously, because we like representing them. They have amazing products. And so he put a watermark on a picture that technically wasn't even his, but I don't know his agreement with RV6. And I didn't really want to rep him because he's basically banned all my photos of our 11th gen build from any of the Type R groups. So I basically just posted the picture up, not even a Type R group to sell. I posted it in the Accord group, which he knows nothing about. And I just wanted to tease it for all the Accord guys. And I guess he got wind and, tried to badmouth us online of stealing his photo, which he steals everyone's stuff and puts his watermark on it to act like he's doing something for the community. So I think it's pretty funny. But that you brought those up. So obviously it's an inlet they've been working on. It's for the FK8. I believe from what I know, it's a larger housing that will only work with their cold side of the turbo, the compressor side. So you actually need their turbo to run the inlet, as far as that's what I know. So we'll see when it comes out. I don't know. I don't know really much about it. And it'll be interesting. It looks pretty cool. Obviously, for the Accord guys, it's pointless unless you have a fuel system. Yeah, so just like Andy said, I haven't really cared to really look too much on it until I get actual real info from RV6. But yeah, I wanted to kind of tease something for the Accord group, and then this guy has to act like a dickbag. But anyways, fuck him. So if anyone knows him, tell him to come on the YouTube and he can chat in the comment box. But yeah, that's about it. So yeah, cool stuff from RV6 coming out. Yeah, I mean, the Garrett stuff is just so expensive. I mean, yes, they're good turbos. But man, you were paying a lot of money for a turbo. I mean, they're getting up to like almost $3,000 now. And I just think that's kind of, I don't know. There's other turbos that are going to get you the same times in the quarter mile. So, no, it won't get you a check engine light because when it's tuned, you actually turn off the secondary O2 sensor. So it doesn't throw the check engine code. So, yep, you're good. You just need a tuning device to turn that code off. So, yep, that's what most people do, Freddie. Yeah, what else is going on this week? Man, I feel like a ton of stuff. I can't even believe Monday's already done. Today's been just insane. I think it was, I'm trying to remember what day it was. Some day last week. I don't know. We had the biggest sales day I've ever had in the history of Axon. I mean, I'm talking double of what I've ever done. It was just nuts. I don't even know where these things come from. No, cool. Well, yeah, I mean, I could actually reach out to Rich, but I've just left him alone about it. I mean, when it comes out, it comes out. I can't really do anything about getting him more info. I'm just going to wait till he basically says, hey, this is on sale, and put it on our website. So I just thought it was so funny. It literally, the guy just stole a bunch of engine bay pictures from Derek Robinson and posted them up and put his watermark on it, and then had a problem with me posting it. So it was pretty hilarious. Oh, well, I'm just glad that we got to get on here and you guys can actually hear me. I have no idea what happened. So, and it was pretty crap because I had everyone from Instagram coming over and then the video failed. And so they're probably not here now. So anyways, there's a couple new people on here that I'm actually seeing. So if you are new to the channel, comment in the comment box, say hello, reach out. If you have parts ordered, let me know. Yeah, that'll be cool. Once I get off this, I have to deal with PayPal, so that'll be fun. Never ends, my friends. And I have to deal with shipping and redirecting this guy because he was too impatient about his order, man. And then had to lie that his cousin ordered it. Sorry, I feel like I'm complaining today, but it's just people amaze me in this industry. Oh, cool. Yeah, Freddie, hit me up anytime. Um, it depends what downpipe. Some might have a slight weight depending on the downpipe you want. So just message me first just to check. I mean, stuff change, especially with downpipes. The shipping, it's all over the place. So just reach out to me before. I just like to make sure people know what's in stock and what's not in stock. For 11th gen K tuner all day. Don't even touch the HON data. It's just the K tuner has so many more features on these ECUs, and it's just so much better, and it's less money, so you can't go wrong. So RV6 right now, I'm waiting about 2 to 3 weeks, so it's not that long of a wait. It's just all these Type R guys are buying up everything. Oh, cool. Another one. Swift Springs, 1 to 2 weeks. And I asked him last week, and it was 2 to 3. So we're looking at 1 to 2 weeks. So once it comes in, your order gets filled and it ships. And it's not even shipped from me. It's shipped directly from the warehouse of Swift and straight to you. So that way you get it faster, not have to wait for it to get to my location. Then another 2 to 3 days. So yeah, those things sell, man. The Swift Springs are just, they're so hard to keep in stock. I mean, literally pallets on pallets, and they're gone in like a week. Whoever orders these things for companies needs to start ordering more stuff because it's hard to keep some of these things in stock. I mean, you're kind of seeing what you saw with the 10th gen stuff in, around 2018, 2019 is just all of a sudden people started modifying everything at once, and it's just tough to keep things in stock. Well, the PLM's not in stock either right now. I wouldn't say it's junk. It's not the best quality, but it's decent. The problem is they used to have a lot of fitment issues. The only reason people have a bad taste in their mouth about PLM is because they've stolen some designs on some parts. The PLM downpipe has not been copied from anyone else. It's their own design. I mean, I have several of them sold. People run them. There's no issues. You're going to make the same power. The welds might not last as long as like an RV6, but yeah, I mean, the fact that Spoon uses all the RV6 suspension components on their race car just kind of tells you something. So we run the full RV6 rear setup on our shop car, 11th gen. Love it. Love the feel of the car. It's fantastic. Hopefully they do some more suspension stuff. I'd love to see more front design stuff and see what they come up with. But they're doing pretty good with all the parts they got coming out. Yeah, 400 horsepower. I mean, you don't really need that big of a turbo on a K24 to make that. I mean, honestly, like a 28 would even make 58 would even make that, no problem. Yeah, I think it just a lot of people sometimes they like this idea of this massive turbo in their car, and I've even done it in the past where I'll just go completely crazy and get the biggest thing I can, but it's not always going to be the fastest. Sometimes they just have so much lag, and it's just not worth it. Oh, anyways, yeah, pretty good day. I'm trying to think of other stuff going on. I'm waiting on Acuity launching the stage 2 shift kit for the 11th gens. It's not the actual shifter. It's going to be the shift basically the rocker assembly and the lower shift thing for your stock shifter. Um, turbo, this Freddie is, I can't remember. Is this going on a Type R or an Accord? Sorry, I need reminded. I'm pretty sure it's a Type R. If it's a Type R, RV6. If it's an Accord, go with the MHI. The only thing new was the HPS intake for the RDX community. That's the only thing, and I don't really see much else coming out for the RDX, unfortunately. They pretty much got everything you can pretty much get, besides waiting on a high pressure fuel pump, which all the Accord guys are waiting on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you can make 600 horsepower on your RDX if you want. So, oh, nice. Yeah. I mean, the FL5 does good. I mean, if you want to squeeze some more out of it, I don't know if you probably max your fuel system, but you could throw meth on there and probably make another, 40 wheel horsepower, 40, 50 wheel horsepower with meth on there if you want to keep the same turbo. But yeah. Yeah, the 3076 is a decent size for the K24. I mean, it's going to spool pretty quick. For me, well, thanks for asking about my stuff. Gosh, I got swaps on my mind all the time. Whether the wife will actually let me do them or not is another story, because obviously with all these swaps takes a lot of money. And cars. So I got rid of the Honda Fit that had the L15 swap. So I sold that to Hasport. So they are now the current owners of it. Pretty much probably lost quite a bit of money on that car, to be quite honest. It took way too long. And it was an expensive swap. And I probably should have just done the normal K series and had fun with it. But, I wanted to do something that I thought would be cool for the community. Obviously, it hasn't really helped us because nobody's really doing the swap in a Fit yet. And if they probably do, they'll probably buy from some company that didn't do shit with the swap. And then come asking me for all the questions. That's because that's what happens all the time. I had a guy from, I don't know where he was from. He's been messaging me for months now about swapping an 11th gen with a K20 C4. And he's asking me all these questions, and I'm helping him out with some stuff. And I say, he goes, let me know the parts to use. And I give him the full list. And he goes, cool, I only need 2 things from you. And I said, well, no, you need all of them. And he goes, well, I've already bought all the other stuff from someone else. And I said, well, never mind then, dude. Go ask him how to do the swap. And I basically told him just to, literally pound sand, because I'm not going to give out all this information to someone, which I know it's out there, but to do all this work to make literally no money, and some other shop just made thousands off the guy. So they can help him, not me. But swaps. So I've got the 9th gen, the forever 9th gen that is probably never going to get finished, with the J swap. It's just sitting in Arizona, no engine in it, the whole suspension, everything's been professionally painted, all new suspension, coilovers, brakes, everything is brand new on the car. I mean, it's basically like a brand new car again. So now I just have to get it back here, but I need to send it back to the place that did the fab shop, because they have the motor and trans, and I'm just going to have them put everything back in the engine bay so I can get it all out here in one go. I don't think that's going to be this year even. I really just don't want to spend any more money on that one right now, and I want to put more time and effort into the 11th gen. So 11th gen basically right now with the swap is headed to fab. I would say it's gonna, I wish it would take 2 to 3 months. Could take 6, 8, 9 months. I don't know. There's not a ton of stuff actually to do to the car. There's a lot of little things, but there's not a ton of big things, and they're all very simple designs. So I don't think it's going to be as crazy as the 9th gen was doing a turbo setup. obviously, it's just way less material and everything. But that car needs to get done, and then it'll come out here, and then motor goes together with the pistons, rods, crank, ported head, and then goes back together in the car, and then we can get the Haltech set up and hopefully running. So that's the goal with it. So, but yeah, that's the plan. I really wish I had more time. I mean, and money to do more swaps. There's so many things in my head of things that I would love to do and get my hands on. I actually would like to buy another GK5 Fit at some point and do a K swap. I've always wanted to do a second gen Insight because nobody's done one. And those things are just super cheap. I know they're all automatic, but I used to have one. But I think that would be a really cool swap. Even just to do like, you know, a 9th gen K swap in there. It should work with pretty much everything. And because they were all out about the same time. And they actually look very similar. But yeah, that would probably be what I would do. I mean, I like doing different things that nobody's done. I mean, obviously you can tell it kind of bites me in the butt again. You know, the K20C4 has actually already been in the 9th gen. We already had a brand new Type R engine in there. I think like back in 2018, we threw a Type R engine in there, and I can't find the pictures anymore of it in there, which sucks because it probably would have had a ton of views. But yeah, we already fit mounts and everything on the 9th gen with the K20C4 or C1. But yep, I'm trying to think. I don't even know what else I would do. I mean, I would love an 8th gen Civic Si and just fully restore it and do very JDM 4-door. But I don't know. Honestly, it's like I think the 11th gen and the 9th gen are enough, and we are actually going to be lifting and doing some off-road setup on our Passport. So that's the next thing, because I hate the stock 20s on it with the regular everyday driving tires. So that's the next thing that's changing, is a little bit more off-road stuff. I'm trying to get into off-road stuff, even though it's almost impossible. Because there's so many companies out there that sell stuff, but we do quite a bit of Passport and Bridgeline parts sales. Not really lift kits because people just go to other shops to get them, but we do have lift kits on the site. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep adding as much to the site and growing it as far as parts. And like I said, if anyone sees anything they're looking for, but it's not on the site, shoot me an email and I'll get it added. I have a team that adds parts pretty much every day. When I can get time and I kind of look through stuff, I send them, you know, what I want added to the site. So, but yeah, you know, if you're on here and you haven't commented, guys, leave a comment. I'd love to see some questions come in, and make sure to do a thumbs up on the video. It obviously helps us get this out to more people, and especially all the other videos too. I threw one little one on today just of the XDI pump. I just didn't even really want to do a big one, but I had another couple other people ask me today about the Accord and whether they can run it. So I figured I might as well throw it online. Basically, I mean, it all fits and works. It's just, you know, the ECU cannot control the high pressure fuel pump. So until Honda or K-Tuner do something with that, there's no option for fuel for the Accord guys, or extra fuel. So, yep. But yeah, I probably won't be on here much. Going to watch the Celtics game tonight, see if they can get banner 18. And no, this is not a Celtics hat, just so you guys know. It's just a hat that I had in here, and I decided to put it on. I'm trying to think what else is up. There's not really else up. We're going up to Washington, D.C. for 4th of July and doing some stuff up there, but work just runs the same, so nothing else. Yeah, well, supposedly Honda are working on a solution for this high pressure fuel pump. We'll see if they do one. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I mean, that'd be a game changer for the Accord community for sure. Oh, cool. Well, don't let anyone know the cat out of the bag. I mean, I just know that the ECU was the main issue for not being able to do this. Yeah, I mean, there's too many Type R guys buying up everything. I mean, the best thing is just to order and wait, you know. Um, I mean, I have the XDIs and pump, so I have the for the Type R, the XDI pump and the injectors. Just doesn't come with a cam, so but yeah, we have them in stock. So I just shipped out one today for a customer with a FL5 big build that we're doing. That's like 550 wheel, I think. So doing a lot more Type R stuff, which has really been cool because that was the one thing I felt we were missing on the orders. Really, was a lot of Type R people didn't know who we were because they were buying from Two Step and Evasive and a couple other companies, and it just felt like we were getting missed. Even though we've done stuff with the Accords for so long. So, oh, cool. Well, it'll be interesting to see what you come up with. I'm just waiting here to sell it. I got your brakes on order, Andy, so I'll let you know when they ship. Um, save you some 30 something pounds of weight. But yeah, I've got tons of Type R intercoolers, piping kits. I've got tons of Type R intakes in stock. I've got over 100 actually. I posted up a picture, but that was just some that we're shipping out actually. I've got 100 intakes in stock. I can't believe I bought that many. So if you guys need stuff, we actually do have. I just don't have the inlets in stock for the Type R. I have intakes, short ram, HVI intakes, inlets, all for the 11th gen, front pipes, intercoolers, high flow, you name it, got it all. So we're set up to ship out pretty much next day all the time. So some of the exhausts are getting tricky, especially the Type R. But I have tons of Remark for the 1.5s, and I think I have a couple Remarks and some Tomei exhausts for the FL5s. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess it all depends on who you tune with. We'll see. I mean, it's pretty easy on a Type R to make around 500. I mean, I guess that's kind of normal these days with, the fuel system and that and the turbo upgrade. I just don't see a lot of people put these parts on, but I don't see them going to the track ever. There's only a few that are out there actually racing. Um, I kind of feel like the FL5 is more of the designer's Type R. People just kind of want to put all the parts on to look good and that's it. And there's not a lot of racers, even though the car handles amazing. Yep. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what we do with our 11th gen once we get it built and get the fuel system done. And hopefully we don't build it too big to where, there's too many issues that we have and, I have to figure everything out. But we'll probably be tuning with Rob Reinen on that since we're going to be on Haltech. And I think that's going to be the best option. And I'm not too far from him too. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, if any of you guys need parts, where to look on the site. Like I said, if you don't see something, just ask us. I can get it added. I was actually putting a lot of the FK8 stuff onto the FL5 stuff today because they just got missed when we poured it over, and a lot of those parts just work on the FL5. So You'll probably see a lot more parts popping up over the next couple days. But yeah, yeah, I wish he did. Well, hopefully I can maybe get the Hall Tech done properly, and then we can maybe have an option for the Accord guys. Like I said, I'm still waiting on the harness for this thing. I ordered it last August. I sent him the harness, and I haven't heard anything back. So he told me about a year it would take to do the harness. So I figured I'd get it in there as soon as I could, so I didn't have that kind of having me wait to get the car running when we were done with this. So, but yeah, I'm probably going to be getting off here soon, guys. It's already 8:46, even though we started late. But I want to thank everyone for coming on here. If you have questions, just go ahead and shoot them in real quick. We will be back next week, next Monday. I'll make sure it works actually at 8 o'clock, so we're not hitting a snag. And yeah. Who did the harness? PJ's Customs. So they do a lot of J series stuff, and that's who's doing our J series harness for our Civic. And I just kind of threw it out there like, hey, I know you're super slammed with orders with all the J swaps. Do you want to do a harness for the K stuff? And he totally was like, yeah, send it over. I can do anything. So it's basically a Hall Tech unit harness, and it'll use the stock fuse location. And yeah, I mean, it's more for race, so we're going to lose a lot of features, but I think it's been going to be pretty cool. Hopefully, I need to reach out to him. I kind of like to leave. I'm like the perfect customer, so you guys know. There's a lot of you guys, but not as many as there used to be. I just leave people alone. Like, I understand there's time crunches where you have to message someone, but I'll probably give him another month or two and see where he's at. Like I said, I'm not going to have the car running anytime soon. So yeah. Yeah. I mean, the wait times on some of the stuff are crazy. I laugh at some kids when they're like, why didn't you ship it yesterday? Why'd it take a day to ship? I want a refund. It's like, dude, calm down. I feel really bad for a lot of people in the dating realm nowadays with some of these people, because I'm like, man, like, you didn't answer your phone 5 minutes ago. Where have you been? Jeez. But yeah, we will be back next Monday for sure with sound and hopefully some more info. I don't know. There's tons of stuff happening every week with Hondas. And like I said, we just kind of did the channel to get you guys on here and all chat between yourselves and ask questions about what's going on in parts and everything. So yeah, the Motec would change the game, especially for the Accord guys. I mean, then you can have guys making easy, 6, 7, 800 horsepower. So definitely the times of, that would be some 9-second territory for people. So cool. I can't wait, man. I love being, part of your project in some way or another. And, it's been fun. It's crazy looking back though, like 2 years and seeing like the amount of people that talk shit about the 6-speed people in the Accord group. And, back then I was like, well, just wait, because at some point, like, the auto is not going to be able to go any faster. And, we're pretty much at that point right now. So, oh yeah. Well, I have a nice whiskey collection. So, but I mean, I've only talked to him over the internet and stuff like that. I mean, but once I get down to the point where I know I need it kind of coming soon, I'm going to actually reach out. But he's a good dude. I just know he's super busy, and I like to just leave people alone. Cool, man. Well, that'll be awesome. Why are these ECUs so hard to unlock? Well, it's just mainly the Honda basically put them in there so you can't. It's kind of like a nice little, touch to let the EPA know that they care. but you can get them unlocked super easy. You can send them into Hondata. Fearable do it. Derek Robinson does it. Yeah. So they actually have like days where you can actually drive to like some events and like Hondata's there and you drive your Type R up and they'll just unlock it right there on the spot for you. So, but yeah, I mean, you got to think of the hours and, engineering and stuff that it takes for them to figure out how to do this unlocking. And, it's a lot of money that goes into tooling and stuff like that, especially with parts. Like some people don't know, like, just to tool like a front mount intercooler for a car can cost a company 20, 25, $30,000 in tooling. Um, they also have these machines that are $500,000 to buy brand new. You got to get that money back somehow. These Haas machines are expensive. So, yep. But yeah, that's what you're pretty much paying for is the decoding and time that it took someone to do all this. You got to figure, these guys are making $100 an hour, and what if it takes them 500 hours? So, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off, and we'll be back next week to join in on the conversation again. I hope you all kind of come back. It's still been good. Go check out some of our videos. Like I said, every week we're like that close to hitting the 4,000 hours that I've been waiting. I feel like that's been in my grasp for almost 2 years now, and we're still not there. So hopefully you guys keep coming on this and you can watch the videos. Like I said, just click on the longest one and let it run and go, have a beer or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I thank you guys for all coming in here and making the channel amazing. And hopefully we keep growing it. And like I said, Axion Army all day long. You guys are awesome. And the support that you guys give us, it lets me actually enjoy a good life, which I'm very thankful of. So I appreciate you all. Thank you and have an amazing night. And we'll see you next week. If you need anything, just hit us up. Instagram, Facebook, email. I'm always around. I don't let people hang for a long time. So if you have a question, don't feel afraid that you're bugging me. Just reach out. So yeah, go give Andy a follow. Go give everyone a follow on here. Subscribe to their channel. Help everyone. That's the whole thing about small business and friends and that. We all help each other. So I appreciate you guys. Till next week.